I have a phone addiction. I feel like in this time and age, lots of people could relate to this, having a phone addiction. One of the things that lead me into having a phone addiction is short form content. Yes, TikTok. I'm telling you, that app is so bad, but also so engaging in a way. So yeah. Okay, I wouldn't just blame TikTok. It's short form content in general, but TikTok contributed a lot because after TikTok blew up, now Instagram and even YouTube have their own short form content. And lots of more social media have been trying to add their own short form content. It's not like I'm scrolling TikTok every time I open my phone. I've also did something else. Like for me, I like to play games. I also watch YouTube, the long form content, and then I like to read in my phone because it's more convenient. And that is why this video is called phone addiction, not TikTok addiction. My average screen time is 6 hours in one day, which is concerning because there's 24 hours in a day and I spend 6 hours or even more in my phone. What the hell? I know. My screen time could lower down to 4 hours in average when I go out, because when I go out with my friends, my family, I like to focus on spending time with them instead of playing my phone, which I highly recommend doing. Talk about something instead of spending time on your phone while with your family, and touch grass. Just now while recording this, I went outside. My mom has some plants. My mom really like plants, so she planted a lot of plants. That's such a weird thing to say. But she planted a lot of plants. Yeah, she has lots of plants. And I touched one of the leaf and I'm like, this is like my version of touching grass. Touching leaf. It felt nice in a way. Breathe some fresh air and I get back inside immediately. Instead of going out, I really like to stay and spend my time at home. I like to draw, I like to write, I like to do some journaling, I like to do some craft things too. Also, I work from home too, so that contributes to it. What inspired me to make this video is that I've been watching content about people having social media addiction, and then they decided to try out dumb phones because dumb phones doesn't have any social media. I'm also been interested in old tech, like old devices, old phones. They're so interesting to me. But like the type of phone that I'm interested in is the one that is like dumb phone but not so dumb phone. It can still run apps like the apps nowadays, like for example YouTube and some social media. So basically it's a dumb looking phone that is also a smartphone, but it's not too old but not too new either. For example, it's like a flip phone. I've been highly interested in flip phones. Like the common one that I've seen is Samsung Folder 2. There's other brands as well, but this phone can run social media apps. So that is the type of phones that I'm interested in. Well, you may be asking, what is the point of getting a phone that can still run social media and I'm still gonna download the social media in this phone anyway? Well, the whole purpose of this video is me trying to lessen my social media watch time. First of all, yes, you're right. I'm right. Well, my work is related to social media, so I cannot not have any social media on my phone. I'm probably just not gonna download TikTok because that TikTok app is the most dangerous one. So the videos that I've watched where people try to switch to dumb phones temporarily, the phone that they use is Nokia Flip. Based on my research, it is not an Android, but it can run WhatsApp. I guess this is one of the reasons why I decided to, you know what? I should probably get myself an outdated phone because I want to. I want a change. I want to try out something new. And this is just an excuse for that. And we'll see how it goes. After doing lots of research, I have some candidates for the phone that I'm getting. Most of them are flip phones because I love the flip phone aesthetic. The not so dumb phone flip phone can run the new apps like social media and like messenger app. So that is really helpful for me. A phone that I'm really interested in is my Folder 2 because it has an audio jack and it's using type C charger. I love the audio jack. I want to hear music, but unfortunately my Folder 2, it's hard to get it here without paying for too much. I have a budget. I'm trying not to spend too much money on this. My Folder 2 is unfortunately crossed. I would love to get it someday. I've done my research with flip phones and there are so many brands of flip phones apparently, and it is so interesting. I love flip phones. So the phone that I ended up getting is this phone called Shin F22 Pro. It's shaped like a dumb phone, but it's a not so dumb phone. The phone is using Android 12, which means it can run most of the apps that I need, which is really good. I say most, but it's actually all. It can even run games that I want to play. It took some time for me to finally then decide to place an order, and then it arrived in a few days. And when I unboxed the phone, it is very light, it is very compact, and it's so cute. The screen is very small though. I thought it's gonna take some time for me to get used to this phone, but guess what? In one day, I'm already used to it. I've been an Android user since long time ago, so getting used to a new Android phone is literally nothing. This phone is basically quite similar to my current phone, which is a previous version of Android, but with a different outer shell. That's just how it is. After using it for a few days as my main phone, it kind of helped lessen my screen time because it has a smaller screen, and when I open short form content, the video got cropped and it kind of annoys me, and that makes me not want to open any short form content in that phone. So it helps, it works. It does serve a purpose. I did get this phone with intention that hopefully it can lessen my screen time. I do still have other devices that I use a lot, so but it's just that I'm highly addicted to short form content in my phone. So I was hoping to maybe could lessen that short form content watch time more than usual. So it's been day 4 of me using this phone. I fully commit to the bit of this thing for the full 3 days. After setting up the apps that I need to this new phone, I stopped using my old phone completely. One of the things that I do miss is the fingerprint feature. It is so convenient. You just tap your finger and you can open things that you need to open, like apps, for example. I like using fingerprint for like my phone lock because it is much more convenient and safe. But in this phone, I cannot. So I just gotta cover my phone when opening the password. This new phone, after putting some cute wallpaper, the cuteness raised like 100%, 110% even. It's so cute. Wallpaper is everything, guys. Another downside of this phone is that it cannot run heavy games for obvious reason. Because of the small size and the style, it has some limitation, which one of them is the storage. This phone has 64 gigabytes of storage and 4 gigabytes of RAM. I wouldn't say it fully cannot run heavy games because I decided to download some heavy games anyway. I can play some Pokemon Pocket in that phone, but it lags sometimes, but I think it's okay. 4 gigabytes of RAM is really not that bad. I even downloaded Love and Deep Space, and oh my god, the buttons are so small. So after using it for like a week, here's some update on my screen time. My screen time has lessened 1 hour than my previous average screen time. It's a win. Is this the solution to the problem? No, it's not. It's not. I just want to get a new phone and like get a new interesting phone to be exact. So it is not the solution. I wouldn't encourage you to copy this and waste money on a new phone that you don't really need. Well, if you have the money, then why not? If your phone breaks into two, then why not? I'm not really, I'm just here to do whatever I want. So, another cool thing about this phone, it doesn't have an audio jack. Unfortunately, that really sad. Why does phone nowadays don't have an audio jack? Do you know how good is an audio jack? I want to use my wired earphones. So then I decided to get myself a USB-C wired earphones. Yay! And then when I plug it into this small phone, it's giving MP3 vibes and I love it. After 1 week of using this phone completely, I do miss my old phone. My previous phone battery is draining much more faster than before because it's already quite old. I wouldn't say I did a challenge of using dumb phones because then again, this phone is not a full dumb phone. One of the interesting things you can get by having a unique phone is to use it to start a conversation. People saw your phone and be like, "Oh, what's that phone? Wow, that's so unique." This is one of the perks that I find really interesting, and that is probably one of the reasons to keep using this phone. And that is it for this video. I hope you find this entertaining. It's really just my experience of getting a new phone and all. And have a nice day. Don't forget to touch some grass.